come on over here. I want to show you something. This is a Marzocco PB 3-group machine. It has a steam one on the right and a steam one on the left. And if you're a barista that can only steam on one side, well, you need to change, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. Yes, that's right. Steaming on both sides of a coffee machine is the most productive way that you can make quick, fast coffee. And we always get asked, like, what are the tips and tricks that we can do? Well, this is definitely something that you as a barista need to be able to do. We go into cafes with pre-existing baristas that have some great skills, but they just seem to have this fear that they can only steam on one side of a machine. And they literally just won't even steam on the other side. And that causes lots of problems when you might move from one cafe to another, when you've got the flow of coffee coming out to the right in this particular setup, because our grinder's on the left. But in your next job, the grinder might be on this side and you have to then steam on the left. So what I want to just go through is teaching those tricks, the angles of the jugs, and how you can develop yourself to be a better all-rounder and be more useful for your coffee team and the baristas that you work with. So we talked about steaming in a lot of our other videos and the placement. So I'm just going to cover how you can utilize and start to progress to the other side. So if you're a person that steams on the right hand side, you will find that you're steaming off the edge of the machine here, and you've got the steamer coming out on a bit of a 45-degree angle. So that's pretty easy to work with. But if you've got yourself stuck in only being able to steam on the left-hand side of the machine, you can just rotate that steamer onto the other side, and you're just going to replicate the exact same thing. So if you've got a fear about steaming on the right side when you're a lefty, that's all you've got to do. You can just stand here and still steam and just spin the milk the different way. Now, if you're on the other side, it's a bit trickier. So what we don't want people to do is only be able to steam on the right hand side here, because it's easy for us to push the steamer onto the left hand side, and if this grinder was on the other side of the machine, we would just naturally spin in an anti-clockwise direction. Now that same trick, if you bring it over to here, because you're used to steaming on the right side, you're going to cause a few problems. If we've got multiple baristas working and we want to take this handle out after we've finished a shot, they're going to just in their head go, oh, I need a handle quickly to load up a grind. They're going to bash that out and you're going to get hot milk all over you. So you are not only going to risk burning yourself with some hot milk, but you're also going to slow this whole head down and not have it as productive as it should be. So I don't want you to be stuck on this right hand side. So just remember, start to get your steamers out on either side. On this machine, on the left-hand side, it's going to spin anti-clockwise, and on the right-hand side, it's going to spin clockwise. And it's the same technique. Just get yourself with the spout inside on the steam arm so that you can slide it up and down. You want to be on the outside third. And then the other tip I've got for you is a lot of people want to hold the handle or have a really particular place underneath where they would be holding the jug, which is forcing them to either use their left or their right hand. So if you can try and just hold it underneath, you can do that on this side or on this side or the left or the right, and it really won't be too much of an issue, you trying to sort of do this cross-armed thing that a lot of people get themselves all tied up in knots trying to do, because they're trying to use the other side of that they're not used to, but also try and hang onto the jug with the right hand. If you literally just have your hand underneath the jug, you can use a thumb and you can just rest it on your drip tray there, and you can easily have it on the right, on the left. You've still got a free hand up top to be able to turn the steam on and off, and also grab the handle when it gets a little bit too hot. So that's going to give it nice and steady platform, because my thumb, if you have a look around this side, is resting on the drip tray there, and that's actually what's keeping it nice and steady to keep that vortex going perfectly. It's not my arm up here, which can bend at the elbow. It's really about that placement, which is going to make it nice and easy. And you can just raise and lower that very easy off your thumb. So hopefully that tip helps you to, I guess, get rid of some of those phobias. So if you're a righty, go and practice on the left side. If you're a lefty, go jump on the right side. And just remember to give yourself a little bit of space so that you're not purging your wet steam into your dry area. So just be careful of that, because that's the risk you face if you are a person that can only work on the side of the machine where the grinder is. We definitely want to have a wet side on a machine and a dry side. And I'm sure in a couple of these little clips you'll see Jimmy and I working together. We can constantly be on either side of the machine and keep the flow going and not interrupting either shots or grinding handles while we're using the steamer on both sides. So there you go. I hope that helps you to understand that you do need to conquer that fear, that it's okay to steam on the other side of a machine, and that you can improve. And you'll become a better team member and a barista for the future or wherever you're working. So if you've got any more questions, hey, please leave a comment down below and I'll happily answer those for you. Thanks very much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.